Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a little bit chilly, but crisp and beautiful autumn day. So on this lovely day, it is my great pleasure to be here with you in this also wonderful park. I'd like to extend my heartfelt congratulations on the 11th Annual Cultural Day hosted by 21st America, Korea, China Society. And I thank Secretary General Bong Pil-yang and also Co-Chair Wang Su-li and Co-Chair Representative Kate Harp for organizing this meaningful event. As this year marks the 60th anniversaries of Korean War Armistice and Korea-US alliance, I have attended a lot of events like this to say our appreciation to Korean War veterans. I am very honored to see so many Korean War veterans. I'd like to tell you that Korean government and people always remember what you did 60 years ago for Korea. We all know that you fought very fierce battles on the Korean Peninsula, very bravely through a barrage of bullets and shells to save the freedom and democracy of Korea. So without your sacrifice, today's Korea's development couldn't have existed. Thank you so much. Now, thank you. Now let me read the Korean minister's congratulatory message. Distinguished members of the Korean American community, honorable Korean War veterans, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am very glad to have this opportunity to extend my greetings to you. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Bong Pil-yang, Secretary General of 21st Century America, Korea, China Leaders Society, and his staff for organizing this meaningful event. As you know, this year marks the 60th anniversary of the Korean War Armistice and the Korea-US alliance. On July 27th, the Korean government invited government delegates and veterans of 27 UN allied nations to Seoul and held a national ceremony. It was to commemorate the historic day that we succeeded in defending our nation and to honor the Korean War veterans. I am very pleased to hear the annual Cultural Day's continued success year after year. I believe this event will help further strengthen the friendship between Korea and the US, the strongest allies for 60 years. 63 years ago, when the South was invaded by the North, the brave veterans who are here today came to a country they never knew and fought under the UN banner to defend freedom, democracy, and peace. More than 1.78 million US troops, the largest number from a single country among the UN forces, came to Korea and fought fierce battles. Thanks to their dedication and sacrifice, Korea could rise from the rubble of war and become an economic powerhouse today. Brave Korean War veterans, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to you for your valiant efforts. The government and the people of Korea will never forget what you did for us, and we'll try our best to reach a peaceful reunification so your invaluable services were not made in vain. To achieve this goal, we need a strong national security framework, which includes the Korea-US alliance. I ask for your continued support and interest so that our two countries can expand our alliance forged in blood during the Korean War into various areas, including security, economy, and culture. Proud Korean Americans, since the first group of Korean immigrants arrived on the US soil more than a century ago, the Korean American community has become an integral part of the American history. Korea's development will lead to enhancing the Korean American community's standing, which will in turn reinforce Korea's growth. I'd like to ask you to continue to make further efforts towards strengthening the relationship between Korea and the US. I extend to all of you my warmest wishes for good health and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Sun. Now I'd like to introduce the first co-chair for today's event, Mr. Kwang Soo Lee.
Today is a very bright, great day. Lately, we never see this kind of weather. Today is a very important day of our ceremony today. Today is the 21st century's and annual and event for 11th Cultures Day and 60 Amnesty American Korean War veterans. We were family and members warm welcomes today's event. As you know, Korea is still not end the war, still continued on war. I hope it's going to be sooner. It's going to be completely, war is going to be over, I hope. Every one of you here, your sacrifice and the service and the 60 years ago, as of Korea's extremely growing in culturally, economically, every and few world top positions to grow. Now on, we can serve any of and poor country need to help. Still strongly and worldwide, they are helping us today. It is all your sacrifice and the service that result. Today's, I hope you have very great day, very honest days. Please, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lay. Now I'd like to introduce the other co-chair for today's event, Pennsylvania House of Representative Kate Harper.
Thank you. Wow, I wish you could stand up here and see how beautiful you all look. I'm telling you, you look great. Welcome to the 61st District for those of you who don't live around here. We're very honored today to be hosting this event, and I'm a member of the America-Korea-China Federation for several years now, and feel very strongly that the Republic of Korea does recognize the service and the sacrifice of the American GIs. And it's so nice to have Ambassador Seju Yang here, thank you, to formally recognize all of you veterans. I think it's a bit overdue, but at the same time, if you look at the Republic of Korea today, they're doing well. I think it's the 9th largest economy in the world, and it's about as big as New Jersey. So, you know, the work that you did was a big success. How rare is it that 60 years later you can look back and say, what I did really, really mattered, and it mattered very much. I was asked, though, to read a poem. Applaud yourselves. They're here. All of these important people on the stage are here because of you. So thank you, and your families, thank you for what you've done. It's very important, and it's very much appreciated. Now, I have been asked to make mention of those who we left behind, who didn't make it home. And I have been asked to read a poem that some of you might recognize, but I think it's appropriate for today. I watched the flag pass by one day. It fluttered in the breeze. A young man in uniform saluted it, and then he stood at ease. So young, so tall, so proud. With hair cut square and eyes alert, he'd stand out in any crowd. I thought how many men like him had fallen through the years, how many die on foreign soil, how many mothers' tears. How many pilots, planes shot down, how many died at sea, how many foxholes were soldiers' graves. Freedom is not free. I heard the sounds of taps one night when everything was still. I listened to the bugler play, and I felt a sudden chill. I wondered just how many times the taps had meant amen, when a flag had draped a coffin of a brother or a friend. I thought of all the children, of the mothers and the wives, of fathers, sons, and husbands with interrupted lives. I thought about a graveyard at the bottom of the sea, or the unmarked graves in Arlington. No, freedom is not free. So think of those that we left behind. I know you do anyway. I know many of you thought of that this morning when you were getting dressed. But think also that you're here, you look beautiful, and you made it. And we're so grateful for your service to our country and to the Republic of Korea, and the fact that freedom is not free, and you preserved it for a people half a world away, and they're grateful as well. So thank you. Now, it may surprise you to know that we actually got more Korean American War veterans than we expected. And we didn't have a guy on staff whose job was logistics. So I have to give a shout out to Bong Kook Yang. Is he here? Bong Kook Yang, is he here?
Behind you.
Oh, there he is. Come on up. Sorry. Bong Kook Yang and his two associates, Pyong Soo Yang and Kang Poo Lee, actually managed on very short order to get us some more medals so that we would not be embarrassed today. So thank you very much. And without further ado, I'll get out of the way so we can get on with the ceremony.